First of all, can you tell me the correct way to pronounce your name?
It's Prasanth Saravanan.
Okay, I think I've been saying it incorrectly for the past 2 years. I'm really excited to do this today for a few reasons. Like, to me, you're one of those people who is just overall wonderful, and you are someone who genuinely loves work. Would you say that?
That's true. 100%.
Yeah. Okay, great. That passion for work is, it comes through. It comes through in everything that you do. You have a curiosity about you and you bring it into the work, and that kind of mindset is something that we often overlook. And as a result, you've become a bit of a celebrity over the past 2 years, 2 3 years.
That's too much to say.
No, but it's true. You are. I don't know a single person who doesn't enjoy working with you. And I know why. It's because you're reliable, you're thoughtful, your work is solid, and you're genuinely nice to work with. Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Of course, we have to praise the people who do good, and I think it's important. This is why we're here today. Personality is obviously very important in the workplace. It's good to have good character and build a positive environment, but the quality of the work is equally important. So shall we start with our first question?
Sure. Yeah. But
all right. How do you know the quality of the work that you're doing is good?
This is the, basic etiquette for an employee to maintain. The quality of work is more important than the quantity of work. So I always make sure that my work is in a high quality by self-QAing the stuff before even publishing or releasing. So yeah, by doing that, I always prefer the automated way of doing rather the manual way.
Yeah.
The reason I'm saying this because doing in automated way, there is a room for less error compared to the manual way. So by which we can ensure that our quality of work is good.
What is a small habit or a mindset shift that you've adopted that's made a big difference in your work?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
So being organized, I would say. So I always make a checklist the first thing when I come in the morning. I open the email and read all the emails and messages. Also, it helps that I'm not missing anything at the end of the day because, if you're reading the emails in the morning, there will be a number of tasks that's been requested overnight by the client or DOS channel teams. On top of that, I also have a habit that, in our morning stand-up calls, so we have to give the status of our projects which we do. I will also hear what other people are giving the update for their project.
Yeah.
The reason of me doing this is because I can understand if there are any challenges they're facing for their projects, which might be benefit or useful for my future projects. So I will also make effort to know what is all happening in and around others' projects.
Yeah.
Because if someone is away and then if there is an urgent request from any cross-channel teams, I can just chime in and then I can give them the update.
This is what I mean by you're reliable. I said, a lot of people just focus on their own work and that's it. They don't look at elsewhere. But you don't. You have your work, but you also recognize that there's teamwork, and I love that about you, Prasanth. So, you have a bit of experience now. For someone who is just starting their career, what piece of advice would you give them?
I'll be the first one to raise up my hand for the new opportunities and projects to
Absolutely.
train myself better.
Yeah.
So yeah,
don't be afraid to do that.
I will make sure that I keep training myself again and again, and then I would like to give this advice to me as well. We should keep learning continuously, so there is no end for learning.
Yeah.
So especially with the latest technology and the AI approaching. So instead of being worrying about AI gonna take away our jobs, we can just use AI to sharpen our skills so that we can shine better. It's similar to how our industry works, the data sets and stuff, like how machine learning model works. The more the data set is being trained, the best predictive results.
Right.
So based on how much challenges and how many skills that's being trained by us, the more we'll be approaching the new projects.
I love that comparison.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Thank you.
So, you've been working in a programmatic function. Is this an area that you think you would want to continue growing in, given how big it's become, how big of a channel it's become, or would you like to branch out?
I can definitely say programmatic has grown massive. I could consistently see the change is happening. The change
Yeah.
is not over the year by year, it's in a month by month. So whatever can happen. So I would say I'm open to all the opportunities. I'm happy to stay in this domain, but anything can change at any time.
Yeah.
So I always keep learning, brush up my skills.
I think that kind of adaptability is so important because, as you said, technology is changing. We're going through another generational shift. There's probably going to be more of that coming along. So it's important to be flexible. I love that about you, and I think I've talked about this earlier. Like, you're always like the first one when we have a project. You're always the first one to raise your hand. It's like it's really nice to have that interest and that curiosity and that desire to help. Well, bravo. You've come a long way so far in such a short amount of time, actually. So thank you so much for this.
Yeah, thank you so much for your kind words, and you never fail to appreciate me.
That's what I'm here for.